Watch anything that dealt with the damn bucket garden bullshit. This is my dirt from last year. I got some kind of uninvited guests. Let me find them. You see right there. Oh well. I mean, not really one of them, but it'll be okay because they don't seem to really fuck anything up. Not in my end anyway, so everybody complains and bitches about them, but I ain't had a problem with them yet. Except biting me. Last year, I got a whole bunch of these from Lowe's. I got them pretty cheap. The reason why I bought them is whoever didn't see it. These come in those, they call them Doom Domes. It's made by Jif or Jiffy. One of those two. They come in there and there's 150 to a set. And that's $5. Ballpark. If you get them very early in the season, they're $4.99. And if you get real lucky to catch them at the Dollar General or something like that, one of those dollars stores, you might get them for $2.99 or something like that. Anyway, Lowe's was clearancing these out. And if you've been there and you've seen the big racks, there was a bunch of them. And for every 150 of them I got, 150 cells, I paid 88 cents for them. With plants in them. With the violas. No doubt. Because they were root bound. And they couldn't clearance when they couldn't sell them. So I walked in there and told them, I said, look man, I'll buy your whole rack. Everything that's on your rack. Let's talk money. And I told him how much I wanted to pay for them. And we tinkered a little bit. And I got it to where I was paying 88 cents per 150 cells. And mainly I wanted the cells. I didn't care about the violas. I didn't care about the dirt too much. I wanted the cells because they were cheaper. I already had my own dirt. I had 12 yards of my own dirt. My topsoil, so I really didn't care. Bonus was this. Because a lot of this is from these. And if you've seen the 500 things I planted last year, not this past fall, but was it 2008? This is 2020, 2018. I think it was 2018. Time just blurs together now. And I planted 500 of them in this dirt. All this here, I had 500 seeds I planted. Me, my wife, and my stepson. We spent the whole day doing this. I had to go out of town for a lot of different issues and reasons, and I stayed out of town for quite some time each time. And my wife ended up killing all of them, except for what I had in my my makeshift grow tent. That's the only thing she didn't kill. The only thing. And that's, if you watch the tour of my bucket garden, that's the only thing that survived. A guy named Gunner and a few other guys from a pepper group, they had some really good peppers. So now I'm trying to do it again. And now I'm home. I'm making sure I'm home now. I don't have no appointments, no nothing. So I'm showing you this because I got a lot of little guests in there. And it's been sitting for about a year. It's got all the sand in it. And then I had different other little things. If you remember the sink that I had, that fiberglass sink of mine that I had some pepper plants in, well, everything in it died because she didn't keep it covered like it should, so the cold got to it. Yada yada, whatever, that's fine. But the shit I got now, the dirt's really good. It's really nice. I mean, it's been setting. This had a gallon of water in it, and all this was dried out because it was all in that sink. So the gallon or so of water in this big Craftsman tub thing that that I got real dirt cheap too. So, I guess the point is, I thought I got to the point, and fuck, I probably didn't. Got off the point. I'm recycling what I got. So instead of having to buy all new cells again, I took care of them. And I put them up to where, if I don't watch it, they're going to blow away. So it gives me something to do during this pandemic of dumb shit that everybody's getting carried away with. And achoo! Sorry about that. I might have the coronavirus now. But just showing you what I'm doing, and it's just pretty much an update. Get carried away, and fuck, I forgot what I was doing. Oh well. You seen what I did, what I've done, whatever the fuck I just said. Thanks for stopping by. To what I just did. This here is something I bought from Lowe's, and add some other shit to it. But I put tomatoes in there. I took the biggest tomato, since everybody wants $5 for a dinky little tomato plant, or a little pack of 6 or whatever. I mean, it's insane right this minute. So I was reading somewhere that it's possible, and I made sure I got it from a local farm. I hope they grew it locally, because then I actually might get some tomatoes out of it. I don't eat the shit, but my wife does. So what I did was I cut the tomatoes in circles, about a 1/4 inch thick. And as you can see, that's either a tomato or that's a damn weed out of the damn Miracle-Gro that I got dirt cheap. So it's one of the two. But I know that's a tomato, and that's a tomato. So I mean, so far so good. That is a pitcher plant and a Venus flytrap in that. It was on clearance for like $3. So I'm gonna see if I can get it to grow. If not, then it's no big deal. I'll waste $3 on something to eat for a damn candy bar or whatever. Alright, thanks for stopping by. This should be the last of the fucking me add to this video. As you can see, I have the racks that came with that heating cabinet that I made into a grow tent. And that's what I'm using. I'm gonna set these outside because I have some pallets that were already set up. My stepson was gonna try to make something and he never did. So I'm going to kind of use the pallets, because it's getting ready to storm a little bit, to water all this for me. Because I don't want to use our city water because it's garbage. It's got chloramides in it instead of just damn chlorine. And the first year I started growing stuff, it killed most of it before I figured out what was going on. And then I ended up getting me a swimming pool, and you've seen that. So, I mean, it's not bad, because this way I can water from the bottom when I put them inside the greenhouse after it rains next day or so. So it works out just great, as long as the damn racks right here don't leak. And so far they're alright. I ain't seen no cracks or holes in them. Most of them. There's a couple that I'm not using. So this should be the end of the video, and you get to see pretty much how I've done it. That's an old cage underneath it, using it as a table, because getting old sucks. So I can set it up there, and then I can have somebody move it for me, it being too heavy. Alright, man. Thanks for stopping by.